Hey guys, I am DC, your host of Barside Jive Live, and we're happy that you chose to hang out here with us tonight. The very cool Vocal Studios in North Dallas. You know, this show happens at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time every freaking Thursday and features some of the very best original singer-songwriters in the U.S. of A. By the way, you can now follow my shows on Apple iTunes, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Stitcher, Twitch, Spreaker, Google Play, TuneIn, and Deezer. And if you want to make it real easy, just go anywhere you find cool content, and Barside Jive is there. In fact, if you happen to be listening to me right now as a podcast, audio only, you can view the show right now by going to vocalnow.com. And remember, vocal is misspelled intentionally with a K, vokalnow.com. And look at the top of your app or your browser, and you should see us live. Also, all of my content on demand is available at YouTube, youtube.com, Barside Jive Live. And remember, Barside Jive is sponsored by the legendary
The Zoo.
On Vocal.
The world's best rock since about 1973. Can be streamed 24/7, 365 at vocalnow.com. Tonight I have singer-songwriter Dacota Deaver in the studio, but first... Acclaimed record producer Keith Olsen has died. Though he may be best remembered for his work alongside Fleetwood Mac, the prolific music veteran teamed with a long list of artists over the course of his career, contributing to many legendary releases. Olsen's age and cause of death have not been revealed. The Scorpions, whose 1990 LP Crazy World was produced by Olsen, were among the first to report the producer's death. In a post to the band's official Twitter page, the group called their fallen collaborator a wonderful guy who will live on in the music. Born in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Olsen cut his teeth in the Minneapolis music scene. He collaborated with a variety of acts from the area, eventually becoming the bass player for the Music Machine, a group best known for their 1966 hit, Talk, Talk. By the late 60s, Olsen relocated to Los Angeles, California, eventually becoming an engineer at the iconic Sound City Studios. I had enough electronic training in college to know what's going on underneath the desk, enough musical training to know what should be going on top the desk and on the other side of the glass, the producer would later recall. And then these opportunities to go start working with some bands started coming in. The first of those opportunities came with a couple of fledgling musicians, Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham. Olsen produced the duo's self-titled 1973 LP, noting how special the artists sounded together. There was a timbre that happened when the two voices would join that was just unique, Olsen explained. You never heard that before, and I don't think you've heard it since. Those two voices sing like that and sound like that for a reason. They were meant to sing together. In 1974, Mick Fleetwood chose Sound City to record the next Fleetwood Mac album. While visiting the studio, Olsen played Fleetwood a track from the Buckingham Nicks LP. He put on a song called Frozen Love from the Buckingham Nicks album just to demonstrate his own prowess in the studio. And what the studio sounded like, Buckingham recalled. So Mick is sitting there listening to this song, and one thing led to another, and Stevie and I, very shortly, were members of the band. Olsen would go on to produce Fleetwood Mac's 1975 self-titled LP. The album, featuring such classic hits as Rhiannon, Say You Love Me, and Landslide, would hit number one on the Billboard chart, eventually selling more than 7 million copies in the U.S. Fleetwood Mac's massive success opened doors for Olsen, making him one of the most in-demand producers in music. Over the ensuing years, he'd worked with a bevy of vaunted artists, including Heart, Whitesnake, Santana, Rick Springfield, REO Speedwagon, Ozzy Osbourne, Bad Company, Joe Walsh, and Jethro Tull, to name a few. Notable releases among Olsen's impressive resume include The Grateful Dead's Terrapin Station, 1977, Foreigner's Double Vision, 1978, Pat Benatar's Crimes of Passion, 1980, Sammy Hagar's Three Lock Box back in 1982, Osbourne's No Rest for the Wicked, 1988, and Whitesnake's self-titled 1987 album, which featured the smash hits Here I Go Again and Still of the Night. According to his website, Olsen produced more than 120 albums in total, with 24 earning platinum certification or better. The site goes on to note that the sales from Keith Olsen's work exceeds 125 million units at retail, equaling more than $1 billion in business. The producer also earned 6 Grammy Awards over the course of his career. So that will wrap my rock news for this Thursday. If you like rock music news, then my Tuesday and Thursday 7:30 p.m. shows are the place to be. If you like rock and roll history, then turn on and tune in to my daily dose of rock music simply by checking out my YouTube channel at Barside Jive Live and follow me on Twitter at Barside Jive. All right, here we go.
Marquee, whiskey, dust off the bottle, 'cause it's time to break out the good stuff. It's worth the price you pay. Line 'em up and let's take a shot. We got some drinking to do. Yeah, you know what'll hit the spot. Boy, you're my kind of fool.
All right, guys. Well, unfortunately, Bre's not here tonight. She's out for a medical thing. Well, it's not her, but it's family medical things. So hopefully Bre will be back next week.
Everybody runs for alcohol. They're closing up and we yell, hell no! Staying here all night long. Top shelf liquor. Hey, can I get a couple of shots? Top shelf liquor. Top shelf
Yeah, give me my own Luigi.
Okay, my live music showcase is sponsored by Hip and Hippie. Hip and Hippie is a planet-loving company known for its high-quality, earth-friendly, 100% recyclable candle line and natural body care products. It's no wonder eco-supporting people love Hip and Hippie, hipandhippie.com. My guest today is Dacota Deaver. Born in Fort Worth, Texas, Dacota Deaver exhibited signs of musicianship at a very early age. At 6 years of age, he was given his first guitar and was instantly attracted to the sound of the strings. His family soon learned that lessons were just simply a waste of time for this guy because he eventually just taught himself how to play. At the age of 12, he relocated to South Texas. There he met his first mentor, Johnny Rodriguez. After graduating from Orange Grove High School, Dacota quickly learned what life was like on the road with Johnny. Around this time, Dacota started writing his own music in the Texas country music scene, but with a rock and roll twist. At the beginning of 2018, he formed what's now the Dacota Deaver Band and began playing shows all over Texas and the surrounding states. The Dacota Deaver Band signed on with 1836 Music Group in 2019, a record label out of San Marcos, Texas. Dakota's second album is scheduled to drop this coming April. So let's welcome Dacota Deaver to Barside Jive Live. Welcome, man.
Hey, how are you?
It's good to have you.
Thank you for having us out, man.
Yeah, no, it's my pleasure, my pleasure. Johnny Rodriguez, huh?
Yes, sir.
Wow, how'd you meet him?
Man himself. So my dad, I'm not sure how they got linked up, but yeah, he was his road manager for about a year or so.
Your dad was?
Yes, sir.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was something else, man, being on the road with him.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
So how long did you get to spend with him on the road?
The closer shows, the shows that were in Oklahoma or, close in Texas and stuff like that. I never got to go on like the California runs and stuff like that, but
Right.
I think I saw enough and learned enough from the little stint of shows I got to go to with him.
Yeah, that's very cool. Yeah, because he's from South Texas, way south,
He is. He
right?
is.
Like, I don't know, close to the border.
Yes, sir. Yeah, he lives in Corpus Christi now.
Does he?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That may not be very far from where he actually grew up. I'm trying to think of the name of the town. It seemed like it started with an S.
I'm not even sure. I know that town that he stole the goat in. Have you heard that story? That's how he got his start in music. Him and his buddies were walking down to the river, something along those lines, and they got real hungry, so they went and stole a goat. And the landowner that owned the goat caught him. And
No, wait a minute. On the Texas side or the Mexico
on
side?
the Texas side.
Oh, okay.
The Texas side. And,
Okay.
yeah, he got. They threw him in jail, and they were sitting in jail, and he was sitting in there singing, doing his thing in there, and
Yeah.
I guess one of the sheriffs of the town that was there heard him sing, and were like, "Hey, man, you need to go to Nashville," and he hooked him up with Tom T. Hall and all those guys, and that's how he got started.
Wow. That's huge. What a cool story. I guess he told you that story?
I heard it from everybody and their mom, and then I finally asked him about it one night, and he told me about it. So
Yeah, that's very cool. So he lives in Corpus Christi now?
he does. He's not home very often, but he does live there.
Yeah, is he still singing and traveling quite a bit?
Yes, sir. Yeah, he just he put an album out with Tanya Tucker, I think.
Yeah,
Pretty recently.
yeah,
He's still doing his thing.
yeah, wow. Yeah, his songs could damn near bring a tear to your eye. So you guys doing okay?
Yes, sir. We're doing pretty good.
Good?
Yeah, I'm Cody. I'm the drummer for the Dacota Deaver Band,
I'm Chance Cochran. I play lead guitar.
All right. Yeah.
and we're happy to be here. We appreciate it, man.
Well, man, you're welcome. Now, who we missing?
Oh, we're missing bass player and our other guitar player, Ryan.
Well, let's just introduce them, and let's just introduce who they are.
Ryan Rogers. He's from San Angelo, Texas. He's our other guitar player.
Okay.
And then
And Jonathan Moreno, he's actually from Corpus. He's our bass player.
Oh, really? Jonathan Moreno?
Moreno.
Okay, cool. Very cool. So everybody out of school?
everybody's out of school
Everybody
except
but
for
this one.
him.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm in college. I'm a nursing major.
Oh, are you?
Yes, sir.
Wow. What year?
So, well, it depends on where music goes.
Oh,
right
okay.
now. Yeah, I mean, if music
Are you going
takes-
full time now?
Yes, I'm full time right now.
Yeah. But if music kind of takes off, then
Mhm.
you'll have to
Yeah, I'll
adjust your
probably
schedule.
Probably have to drop out, honestly.
Oh, really?
We're getting pretty busy,
Well,
honestly.
how much have you done?
So I will be starting nursing school actually this fall.
Oh, okay.
So I've got about 60 hours. I'm done with JUCO.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. Where are you going?
I'm going to Palo Alto College in San Antonio, just a little junior college over there. It's not real expensive or anything, and good for all your undergrad hours and stuff like that. And I'm gonna start nursing school at Tarleton State in the fall.
Oh, that's my alma mater.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm a Tarleton grad.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, I love Tarleton, man. It's a great school. Stevensville's a great town, man.
What do you think about the Purple Poo?
Yeah, Purple Poo, yeah. Hey, actually, Mary Jane Mingus, who used to be the theater director at Tarleton, she was the Poo sponsor, or the staff Poo, so she knew who everybody was.
Can you explain that to Cody, because he has no clue what we're talking about?
The Purple Poo.
I'm not a college guy. I was never cut out for it.
Yeah, well,
I can hang on the party side, but that's about it.
yeah, yeah. Well, you don't have to actually go to college, but yeah, it's just an organization on campus, and it's kind of a secret organization. But I mean, it's like cool to the university because they like are aware of it, and they do some good stuff. But it's this big secret thing, about who's in it. No one knows supposedly, but.
Graduate.
Yeah, till you graduate,
Till
and
you
then you get
graduate.
unmasked.
They tell you
Yeah.
who it is,
Yeah. Now I knew because Mary Jane was my friend, and I don't know if Mary Jane even watches my show. Maybe Mary Jane Mingus. I meant to ask her one time if her last name Mingus, because the town of Mingus that's just north of Stephenville. Do you know that? I was just wondering if she was related. I never have asked her. I guess I need to find that out. Anyway, yeah, well, Tarleton's a good school, man. It's a good place. Yeah, lots of good memories there.
I like Stephenville. It's a nice little town.
It is.
It's pretty.
It is. It's a cool place, yeah. So what else? What are you guys doing besides music?
Right now, I just have a part-time job.
Yeah?
I just make enough to pay the bills.
Yeah.
Take care of the family, and
is there anything to brag about?
nothing to brag about. No.
Okay.
No, I work pretty hard, and I just do what I can to be able to stay out on the road with these guys and keep living the dream,
Yeah. There's a lot of manual labor involved in your job?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't mind because it keeps me in the little shape that I'm in.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, those jobs are worth usually about 30 pounds. Yeah.
It's definitely worth it. But.
Yeah. So what's going on in your life besides music?
Pretty much the same thing. I should probably get a manual labor job, though, because I'm putting on the weight.
Yeah, well, those are easy to get, man. There's always openings for those jobs.
You had a couple too many beers.
It happens. And I work in an office part-time.
Oh, do you?
When we're not on the road or doing things like this. So
Yeah.
That's what we've been up to. This and music.
Yeah. Well, I guess the focus is on music as much as you can, right?
Definitely.
That's really where you want to go.
That's
Yes,
exactly
sir.
where we're headed.
Yeah. So back to Johnny Rodriguez for a minute. So your dad worked for him for what, a year? Do you think?
About a year.
Yeah.
Right.
On the road.
On the road
And
manager.
so you got to go along with him some.
I did.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. So do you still have contact with him?
I do. We talk every once in a while. He's really hard to get hold of.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a phone. I don't ever think I see him have a phone.
Really? Kind of old school?
He's very old school.
Really?
Very old
Because that really is old school.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you don't have a phone at all. I mean, he didn't even have a flip phone. He don't.
I've ever seen.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Well, that's really cool because when I was like high school, man, he was so freaking popular.
Right.
Of course, he probably still is in some circles, but
A lot of the older crowd.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. A lot of the gray hair.
Right.
Yeah.
My dad used to tell me he was like the Justin Bieber of like y'all's age.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. That's
That's what he used to
that's a
say.
good analogy. Yeah. Yeah. It really is. I remember that song. That's the way love goes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Beautiful voice, man. Yeah, that's really cool. So tell me more about how this music thing got started for you guys individually. Because, a lot of times people, you guys just play and people don't know the backstory. But I'd like to go around the room and each of you kind of tell how you got your first guitar, how you began to sing, how you kind of got started in the music business. You want to go first?
Well, let's see. I was really born into it. Actually, my dad was in bands my whole life growing up.
Did he play the same thing?
No, he plays just about anything he can pick up. But right now he's playing bass and he's a singer-songwriter.
Okay.
Really good. And honestly, I just watched him and all of his drummers my whole life. He never really forced me into it. I was just always around it, and it's something that honestly I don't think I could have not been a musician if I really tried. It's just always been there.
Right.
Always got a drum beat going up there, but
Right.
so he kind of started me off. I started really playing drums in church and stuff whenever I was like 5.
Yeah.
And then it just went from there after playing, and I never stopped.
Wow.
I mean, I didn't have to get told that we bought you this drum set, you better go and practice. No, I mean, I was on it 6 hours a day.
Really?
As long as I could be on it, but
Wow.
it's just about the only thing that's ever made sense. So
Wow.
kind of how
Yeah.
it came about.
How did they, I guess, because dad's a musician, mom musician as well?
She used to sing a little bit, but
Yeah.
she's not really, I guess, into it like we are.
Yeah, right. Well, I guess, them being music people, I guess they didn't mind you having that drum kit in the house, I guess.
Mom
Right.
wasn't too happy, but
She wasn't.
Dad was. He had a plan behind it. So
Yeah, dad tolerated it. Yeah, that's funny because, man, they're loud as hell. Because my son was a drummer.
Oh yeah.
in high school. Oh God.
Fun.
It's okay once they learn, but it's when they're learning, it's so good. It's
It's
so
a lot of
awful.
racket at that point.
It's a lot of racket. That's exactly right. So that's very cool. So now you play drums.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I play drums. I've switched around a couple of different bands here and there between country music, and I joined a heavy metal band for a couple of years, a metalcore band, and I did some vocals and some drumming in there, and then that kind of all fell apart, and then I ended up finding these guys on Facebook back in September.
Oh wow.
And yeah, we've been going strong ever since then.
Very cool.
They're a hell of a guy,
Yeah.
a hell of a band, and
They seem like it. We're
They
going to
play-
find out in a minute.
they play some good music. And
We're going to
gonna
find
keep
out in a
trucking.
minute. Okay, let's hear your story.
So my dad plays guitar as well, and I always, whenever I was little, I would always want him to play for me and stuff. And I guess when I was like 12 years old, I determined that I wanted to learn how to play,
Yeah.
and so I started stealing his guitar. And for like the whole summer of, I guess, going into like my 8th grade year, I stole his guitar every day, and he'd come home from work and find it in my bedroom, and he's pissed off. And finally, that Christmas, he finally bought me my own guitar. He got sick and tired of me taking his. So, so that's how I got started playing. And then I guess I just kind of picked around, and I knew how to play, but I never played in any bands until I graduated high school. And I had actually spent a semester at Blinn in Bryan. And then I moved home. Dropped out of school, went to the oil field, and I met this guy, Zachary Rodriguez, and we started playing some acoustic shows, eventually put together a band. And that fell through, and then I started playing with this guy, Logan Precious. He's from Lavernia, Texas. And that fell through, and then I put an ad on Facebook that I was looking for a gig, and these guys found me, so...
That's kind of a common theme in the music business. There's a lot of falling through.
Yeah.
but finally, if you're doing right, finally something will just click. But there's a lot of falling through that goes on. All right, man.
You're telling me, man. Wow. So yeah, they have like musical background stories. Mine's nothing like that.
No.
Oh man.
Wow.
So let's see. Yeah, I got a guitar when I was 6 or 7 years old. Didn't know how to play it, but I would crank the radio up and I'd stand on my bed and rock out, like most kids do, I guess.
Right.
I did.
Yeah.
So sports was really big for me. I played football and baseball and ran track, and I really didn't even play guitar very much all the way up into after I graduated. I played college football for a little bit, and then that's when I got the opportunity to go on the road with Johnny, and I was kind of teaching myself. I was just watching YouTube videos and
Right.
teaching myself how to play.
Right.
So then I came back from doing all that, and I posted a video on Instagram of me just playing a song. And it was like 3 o'clock in the morning or something. I don't know. And then
There's a lot of the shit like that's going on, man.
It happens like that. So and people just started, messaging me and commenting on it, like, "Hey, you should start doing acoustic shows." And
Yeah.
like, whatever. And I started playing some house parties and stuff. I was really trying to do it just to get girls, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Something's
got to work.
Yeah.
It can't be our looks.
Right.
Something's got to work.
No, I just kept playing, and then I got asked to play in a few bands, and just really figured out that's something I really love to do, and
Yeah.
I don't know. Now we're here, so
Wow. Yeah. Totally different path.
completely different.
Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting how, these bands come together.
Right.
And, yeah. Guys, I think it's, we've talked enough. Let's play. What do y'all want to play?
What do you want to start off with, guys?
Let's do. We'll do the first song off our next EP coming out. It's called "Strangers."
Okay. Awesome. All right.
Give it a shot. Let's get out of this no good coked out town. Let's get far away. Yeah. There ain't nothing in this town for me but you. I done sniffed it away. Yeah.
far away, just as long as you're here to stay. Cutting ties, driving down the road, past the strangers that I used to know. Try to lock me up and throw away the key, but there's nothing gonna keep you away from me. In your eyes, we'll make it through. Get easy to love, like I was meant to do. A tank of gas won't get us far away, just as long as you're here to stay. Cutting ties, driving down the road, past the strangers that I used to know. The tank of gas won't get us far away, just as long as you're here to stay. Cutting ties, driving down the road, past the strangers that I used to know, that I used to know.
Wow. Good stuff, man. That's cool. Very cool. So I know you guys, I don't know, what's the average age here? Mid-20s?
I am 24.
I'm 23.
I'm 20 years old for 16 more
So,
days.
yeah, maybe 22, 23 years old. Okay. So at this point in your life, and it doesn't have to relate to music, but what would you say is the best advice that you could give somebody that was saying, you know, I'm really young, but I kind of dig this music thing. So do you have any advice yet that you would give to somebody?
Don't let the age stop you. If you've got the chops, if you got the talent, then go for what you love.
Yeah.
I mean, always shoot to do your best, and no matter what anybody else thinks. I mean, I've been playing live in bars and since I was 12 years old, so I kind of understand where somebody would be coming from if they feel a little discouraged, like nobody takes them seriously. But just keep practicing and keep putting in your work and prove everybody else wrong. That's all I can say.
Wow.
Keep pushing.
Okay, cool.
I think that when you're young, I think that's the best time to start, whenever you still got a lot of juice in the tank, you know. And I mean, obviously you don't have to be starting young to get somewhere like this guy. I mean, he didn't start young, but I think that if the younger that you start, it can be better for you. And I don't think you should let it hold you back. And also, I don't think that you should let what anybody else says hold you back either. I think you should do whatever makes you happy.
There you go. That's good advice.
Man. Yeah, like you said, I didn't start very early. So the thing I would say is just don't give up. There's going to be countless times that we've had 10 people at a show, and it's real discouraging. People saying stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
right.
We're finally at the point where we're starting to get, like playing some sold out shows and stuff like that. So
yeah,
I mean, just don't give up. You just got to keep pushing on all the way till you reach, where you want to be.
Right.
Yeah, that's 100%. There's always obstacles, and that's just in every aspect of life, I guess. But definitely keep pushing forward through any of the obstacles that you've got. I mean, if you've got a passion for something, then don't let anything hold you back. Just go for what you want.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, totally. I'd totally agree with that. Yeah. So how lucky do you guys feel like you've been at this point?
I don't know about you guys. I feel extremely lucky. I mean, I've gotten to do some great things in music, and I'm glad I get to be here with these guys to experience a lot of it, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've played with I've gone through a lot of musicians that I've played with, and to finally have a group of guys that actually care about what we're doing and, you know, not just be in it for, you know, selfish reasons and stuff like that is a huge deal. I mean, the privilege of, like, just now starting to get playing with these big names, and I mean, I can't even put it in words.
Yeah. So you feel pretty blessed?
Big time.
Yeah,
what you're doing?
I'd say we feel pretty blessed. A lot of it's a lot of hard work, though, too. I mean, we
We put in our
definitely
work,
cut
but
our teeth.
In what way?
Emailing 5 million venues
Oh, yeah.
every day.
Oh,
every single day, just staying on top of everybody from, I mean, booking agents, clubs, venues, bandmates, just where you always have to stay on top of it to keep everything running, and it's still not that smooth, even if you do stay on top of everything. But
Yeah.
We give up a lot of time.
14 hours away,
Oh, yeah.
dumping
Yeah.
every dollar we have into it.
oh yeah, sometimes you'll make $100, sometimes you'll lose $100.
yeah.
But yeah, it's because we love it. Honestly, I mean, we're not here for the money. We're not here for the fame or recognition. But we genuinely love what we do.
Right.
For sure.
Right. So what have kind of talk about the obstacles that you've experienced thus far? What's some of the biggest obstacles?
For me, I think, so we just moved back up here. We live in Fort Worth now. We just moved here probably 8 months ago or so. And I think the biggest obstacle we've had so far is I've gone through about 3 or 4 different musicians that something off the wall has happened. And I mean, it feels like you're building up, and you're at this certain point, and then something happens, and then you drop back down.
Yeah.
And to finally, like, hopefully everybody's, you know, in it to stay now, and we've weeded everybody else out. So I
Right.
think that's probably the biggest.
Right. Any other big ones?
For me, honestly, is people like not wanting me to do this. My dad, personally, he doesn't like it. He wishes I'd just focus on school.
Yeah.
I had a girlfriend that absolutely hated it. That's why I had a girlfriend.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Not anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly, man, family for me, family is a big thing. I've got a son and a wife, and
Okay.
it's hard trying to live on the rock star side of things, and then having the family at home. I know it's
Yeah.
really hard on them, and it's really hard on me being out on the road. But I mean, we try our best to make it work, and like what he said, I mean, losing members and switching up bands, going from band to band, and trying to find one that'll work, or
Right.
where there's not drama or people dropping out last minute, or I mean, there's so many things that you could go through. I can't even say off the top of my head all of them, but
Right.
those are 2 of the major ones for sure.
Right. Right. You guys ready to play another song?
Let's do it.
Very.
All right. What are we doing?
Let's do it. We'll do another one off that upcoming album coming out. It's called Too Late.
Now, when's that going to be released? Do you know?
I don't know the exact date yet. The record label's still working on it, but sometime in April.
Oh, for sure in April.
For sure. That's what
Okay.
we're told, so.
How many tracks?
I think we're going to have 6 to 8 on this one.
Oh,
That's what it
okay.
is. I think it's more of an EP. We're going to put an EP.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Another 2 months, we'll do another EP.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So I'm sorry. What are we playing?
The song's called Too Late.
Too Late.
Too Late.
This is Too Late by Dacota Deaver right here on Barside Jive Live.
He was a good guy looking to settle down. She's been all around this whole Texas town. She's gonna break his heart, but not tonight. Whiskey and weed will make it all alright. 'Cause she only drinks at night when the sun goes down. Cocaine and friends around, and she'll get down to a country song. It's all fun and games till she gets home, and he's packed up, dead and gone, with that wild look in his eyes. It's too late to say goodbye. Lost in time, lost in her head. He ain't coming back, that's all he said. She's got some Marlboros next to her bed that she only smokes when he's gone, gone so long. She only drinks it now when the sun goes down. Cocaine and friends around. She'll get down to a country song. But it's all fun and games till she gets home, and he's packed up, dead and gone, with that wild look in his eyes. It's too late to say goodbye. She only drinks it now when the sun goes down. Cocaine and friends around. She'll get down to a country song. It's all fun and games till she gets home, and he's packed up, dead and gone, with that wild look in his eyes. It's too late to say goodbye.
Awesome. Awesome. What's the funniest thing that has happened to you guys during a performance or during a rehearsal? I love funny stories, and sometimes you guys come up with crazy shit, so I just got to ask. Anything good?
One of the funniest things?
Yeah, start that off because I'm trying to remember something that's not that we can say on here.
Oh, you can say it on here. It don't matter.
Say it
You
on
can
here?
say it on here.
There was one time we were playing a show out in New Braunfels somewhere, and we were playing outside, and we had all these. I think that was like our first time playing that show. I can't remember which venue it was, but I do remember that the guitar player. We were playing "Boys from Oklahoma" by Cody Canada, and as soon as we started that song, the guitar player pulls out a joint and lights it up and starts passing it around stage, and
Wow.
the crowd loved it.
Oh, I bet.
It was funny. I was laughing really hard
The
back
venue
there.
liked it very much.
The venue didn't. Yeah. So
It was funny.
it was a little unexpected.
Yeah, I was
yeah.
right in the middle of a song singing my little heart out, and I turn over and look over at him, and he's not even playing guitar. He's just sparking it up.
Oh,
and
you're
songs.
kidding. You're not even playing.
Yeah, I was like, wow.
Shoot, that dude's not with you anymore?
He's not, no.
He was a pretty good dude. He just couldn't focus. That's good. That's good. Anything else?
Come on, anything you can think of?
The only thing I can think of is it didn't like necessarily happen to us, but we were opening for this band one time, and across the front of the stage, I guess they thought also that there was road cases with like a sheet over top of it.
Yeah.
But it ended up being like boxes, I think. So they're rocking out, they're jamming out, and this bass player steps off the front of it, thinking it's like a road case, falls straight down on the ground. He didn't miss a beat though.
Oh wow.
He didn't miss a beat. He stood right back up and hopped back up on stage.
Really?
Oh my god, yeah, I laughed for a long time about that one.
Dude, you know what that's a sign of?
What's that?
True professional.
It is. He did not miss a beat.
That's right. That's crazy. I mean, some crazy stuff goes on out there. And then, you see stuff because when you're on stage, It's like you've got this great vantage point, right? So you can see the audience.
Right.
And I mean, people don't come to bars just to listen to music, right? They come to drink.
Right.
And so you get to see some pretty funny stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Seen some fights. Got some bottles thrown at us.
Oh yeah.
Bottles, really?
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
At you guys?
Well, it was
Well, it's
purposely.
in crossfire, I suppose.
Oh, it wasn't. It was a ricochet.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It wasn't because you're playing. I know
I don't
that.
think so.
I got a funny story if you added on that one. We were playing a bar in Kingsville one time, and so my girlfriend was there at the time. She was standing right next to the stage, and this fight breaks out, right? And
Yeah.
there's bottles being thrown, everything. And I jump off stage, grabbing my girlfriend, let's get out of here. And I get around, and I turn back around the corner, and my band starts playing like some Metallica, just going at it. And they were just throwing
Serious?
down. Yeah, that was funny, but
Oh, man. How good. It wasn't these guys.
No.
It was
when
your.
I first started.
Really?
Started playing.
Start playing Metallica
They did, and they
during the
were
fight?
throwing down in there. Yeah.
Well, did everything work out okay?
I guess. I don't know. We left.
Oh, you did?
The bar owner told us to leave. Like, it was a bad one. It was rough.
Oh, so it wasn't just
It wasn't just a little.
Y'all had to leave.
Yep.
Well, it must have been ugly. Wonder if that place is still there.
I don't know.
Wow.
Stories from any of your old bands, Chance?
Not really. I mean, last weekend was kind of crazy though, because I'm not 21 yet. So, we played in New Mexico,
Oh.
and New Mexico has like really strict alcohol laws and stuff, like way stricter than Texas. So, like as soon as I got off the stage, it was like put my guitar in the vault, and they were like, "All right, you're out. Get out of here."
Really?
Yeah, they didn't let me stick around, and
Had to
so
wait
they were
outside all
like, he
night.
was like hounding me all night. The manager was. It was just all night long. He was chasing me around, seeing what I was doing, make sure. And we were opening for Randall King out there, and so the show is over. All Randall's guys come off stage and like, hey, let's go on the bus. Let's have a couple of drinks or whatever. And so I'm chilling on the bus with all these guys, and Randall's in there too. And the manager comes like knocking on the tour bus door. Well, apparently I had a twin inside that was just hammering Miller Lights, and he's like freaking out looking for me. And so we open the tour bus door. He's like, oh, you are in here. He was like, I was about to come like kick your butt.
Yeah.
he thought that I was being sneaky.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that too, because that manager came straight up to me. He's like, had his hands
Where's
on his hips.
Chance
He
at?
looked. He's like, so where's your guitar player? He's on the bus with Randall King and the guys. Was there
Right.
a problem? And he's like, well, there's a guy in there that looks exactly like him that's got double fist and Miller Lights and just throwing them back. I was like, well, go up there. He's right there.
Yeah, right.
He opens the door and he's like, oh, my bad. I'm sorry. All
Yeah.
that. And he goes on. But yeah, it was pretty
That
funny.
dude didn't
deal.
want to lose his license, did he?
No, no.
Yeah.
They're like gold in New Mexico. I think the owner paid like $400,000 to get his liquor license.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah. What part of New Mexico were you in?
Las Cruces.
Oh, cool. Yeah, quite kind of a cool place.
Yeah, over Whiskey Dicks in Las Cruces.
Yeah. Cool.
Country with class.
Yeah, right, right,
Yeah.
right. So, if you guys could open for anybody, any band, who would it
I think we
be?
probably all
Any
know.
genre?
Yeah, any genre.
I already
Doing
did.
what you do right now, if you could open for any band, tell me who it'd be.
Greta Van Fleet.
Really? Serious?
I said it.
That's an interesting choice.
Uh-huh.
I guess for me, not like because he's my favorite artist or anything, because he's the biggest in the Texas scene right now.
Yeah.
I think I'd like to open up for Coetzel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cool. Okay.
Honestly, just in my personal opinion, if I could bring the band back to get together, and just because I love heavy metal, I would definitely want to open for Mudvayne.
Really?
All-time favorite band. Mudvayne.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, those are three really different choices, right?
Yes.
Wow.
I think that's what it takes to make a creative band these days. You can't all think the same. You have
no.
to have to throw it all in a pile.
Yeah.
Everybody's different opinions and
See what comes out.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's interesting you chose Greta Van Fleet because I'm like a huge Zeppelin fan from way back, and people have likened them to Led Zeppelin. But what is the reason? You just like the
I love their music.
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Style.
They
and
really
everything.
are a
It's
good
awesome, man.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good. They're very talented.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, especially that guitar player.
Oh yeah.
Are they all like super young, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're 3 of them are brothers and one of them's their cousin.
Right.
Twins,
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. A lot of talent there.
Very
but
great musician.
yeah. And speaking of talent, let's hear some more from you guys. You got another song?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, cool.
I'll do one. So my dad went through a divorce about 2.5 years ago, and it got real nasty for a while. And so I sat at home one night, 3 o'clock in the morning. Guess 3 is my time. And wrote this song. It's called Home. It's kind of about his divorce and stuff like that.
Okay. All right, cool.
Well, I'm sitting in the parking lot across from you. I got a pistol in my lap and a Bible in my view. There is only 2 ways for this to go. You and me together, or that long dark road. Well, I love you to the moon and back. Thought it was forever, but I guess you found a new life with someone even better. Now I'm stuck out on the road, nowhere to go. I'm praying that the good Lord would take me home. Well, kiss my baby for me. Make sure she knows that it's not goodbye forever. It's I'll see you down the road. Well, I moved on and someone new. I found that forever that I thought I once knew. I loved you to the moon and back. I thought it was forever, but you can keep your new life with someone even better. Now I've found my way in this long dark road. The pain is gone, 'cause he took me home. Yeah, he took me home.
Nice. Nice. Guys, once again, that was Dacota Deaver right here on Barside Jive Live. Guys, what's coming up for you this year? I mean, this is already, March? We got a lot of months left in this year. What is going on? Anything big?
We do. We have some big shows. This Friday, we're going to be our first headlining show at the Mule Barn in Justin.
Oh, okay.
We'll be there. Next month, we're with Cody Canada in New Braunfels. We got our first show at Brewster Street Ice House with Shane Smith and the Saints.
Awesome.
Got the Arlington with Mark McKinney.
Arlington Music Hall with
yes.
Mark McKinney.
That's a cool place.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, and every single day it seems like something new keeps popping up, and we're staying on the grind. So I think everybody's starting to take notice, and we're definitely every other day we're having to put new shows and update the calendars and stuff. So
yeah,
we've got quite a few big things coming.
Good.
For this year.
Good. I want to have you guys back next year
Oh yeah.
And I want to hear some really cool stuff that you did this year.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, we'd love to do that.
Yes,
Cool.
we would love.
I'll try to stay on top of it, but if I don't, next year you come back and we'll do this again and we'll hear the update.
Do it.
I'm sure it'll be huge.
Oh, I hope
Yeah,
so.
just keep sending out those emails.
Yes.
Send out those emails.
Just keep sending out. I know it's tough, but just keep sending out those emails.
Hopefully, we've been talking with a couple of booking agencies, so hopefully
Yeah.
pretty soon we can cut that out.
Yeah.
I did
Well, the only I know you need that, right?
Right.
But when you do it yourself, it doesn't cost you any money.
Right.
So
Right.
so I'm just telling you, you always send out the emails.
Right.
You know, just keep doing that. Just keep sending out the emails. That's what it takes. So what's the we got anything else coming up here locally on your schedule? Do we pretty much hit it?
Let's see. Locally. Mule Barn.
That's
we're
pretty
in,
close, Justin. Yeah.
It's right there. The Frio River on that Saturday after that. I guess that's like 4 hours away or something like that. The American Airlines Center. We're doing the pre-party for the Dallas Stars game.
Oh, fun.
We're doing that one.
That'll be cool.
On the 20th.
Yeah. How long's that set?
What is it, hour 20?
I think it's a 90-minute set. I think it's hour
Really?
12.
Okay. Cool.
Right, but-
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we've done it once, and it's right there in front of the American Airlines Center on the
Yeah.
stage. It was,
Yeah. Yeah.
it was
Oh, yeah,
cool.
it's
A
really
lot of people
fun.
walking by.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Good
would think.
pictures too. It's good for pictures because they,
Oh,
they
yeah.
have the big screen right behind the
Yeah.
stage. You get some awesome pictures.
Oh yeah. Awesome.
Great
yeah.
energy on that show. I always love it. It's very uplifting.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Gets you all fired up.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Did we cover it?
I think that's what we got.
Okay.
Yeah,
That,
sounds
just
good.
for locally,
Yeah,
anyways.
I mean, we're pretty slam packed for the next like 3 months. I think we have 2 or 3 shows every weekend. But they're-
Good.
They're all around
They're all over
Texas.
the-
Yeah. Y'all play out
Yes.
far. Yeah. Yeah. That's cool. Well, what's your best contact information we want to put out there?
You can go through our website, DacotaDeaverMusic.com. Has all of our Facebooks, Instagram, all that stuff. All
Okay.
that stuff is Dakota Deaver Music. And it has all our information on there if you want to get in contact with us.
Definitely on the Instagram and the Facebook. Get out there and follow and like and share with all your friends. That helps us out a great deal.
There you go. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
You're exactly right. Yeah.
Social media
Like
is
and
huge.
follow and
All that good stuff.
yeah, that helps. Every little bit helps. And go see a live show.
That's
Yes.
what it's at.
Yeah.
Get there and buy some merch.
some
follow
merch,
these
yeah.
follow these guys in person. That's what they really need.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. All right, guys. We are going to wrap this show. I've got a few final notes. Besides my Tuesday and Thursday 7:30 p.m. live shows here at Vocal Studios, check out my weekly live show in the Dallas Design District on Wednesdays from 7 to 8 p.m., 1523 Dragon Street, featuring singer-songwriters and occasionally a visual artist or two. All my content is on YouTube. Just search for Barside Jive Live. I'd like to thank Jay, Jimmy, and Brad, our production team. Brad. So, guys, we are out of here. Thanks again for hanging out with us this evening. We appreciate your support of what we are doing here and hope that you'll share us with your friends, your family, your followers. And until next time, be kind to one another. Keep it real. Keep on rocking. And I'm going to give you these guys one more time. We've got time for one more. And here they are.
Say we get these people to stay.
Yep.
Dacota Deaver. That's right.
Woke up in the pouring rain. There's tears filled up her eyes. Until lights they fade like you and me. So pour some whiskey tonight. Sitting here on this old bar stool, another beer in my hand. The song comes on a jukebox again. No, I don't wanna dance. Why don't you stay? Miles away from you tonight. This seems deep bad, no, it don't seem right. Hop in your car and hit the road. So baby, come home. Take my hand. Show me down this road I never known. And I'll be there. I was found but lost along the way. So why don't you stay, stay? Take my hand, show me down this road I've never known, and I'll be there. I was found but lost along the way, so why don't you stay, stay? Why don't you stay?
Good stuff, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you for
Thank
having us
y'all.
out.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you
us.
very
Oh, you're
very
welcome.
much.
It's my pleasure.
Have mercy.
Gotta live fast, gotta stay young, never gonna crash, never gonna learn.
Oh.
BarsideJiveLive.com.
That's BarsideJiveLive.com.
The zoo gives you rock for the senses. Lows that evolve into highs that pierce.